It's time to go. Let's kick this one off. Get
You wanted
into
some
lanes.
confirmation from me that I'm gonna say, hey, it's Cheeky Ryu. I don't know. I'm just gonna be silent.
Not even going to bother trying. Hang on, let's open up his Wikipedia page again. Chiki Ryu, yeah. His alternate name is Tokyo Slark. Tokyo Drift, but Slark
Call
instead.
that. Tony Slark.
Tony Slark. Winstrike? What are they doing up here? Hiding away in their jungle. Wolves is coming to scout them out though. Oh, getting behind the trees. Hello, Wolfie. Give me my first last hit. 300 HP, no armor. Still pretty tanky, little boys.
You see Dragonite with Orb of Venom showing up? Like, what do you do?
30 seconds.
Do you try to contest the rune? Probably not. So what NIP is doing, I guess that Dragonite wants to be playing again. It's really tough to guess what they're doing right now with their hero.
Yeah, they're doing all these lane swaps and moving around, and they've not showed the Lycan at all.
The battle
So let's go step by step. If Tidehunter is playing against Morphling, Morphling is okay with that. If Tidehunter is playing against Dragonite or Lycan, Tidehunter. So this is what Tidehunter wants. Let's see who starts the swapping. Gyrocopter should be the biggest winner of this one. He doesn't care too much what he's playing in. He's gonna get the farm whatever NIP decides to do.
Yeah. Lycan showing mid, so Nature's Prophet going to be up against him. And Morphling does make that long walk up towards top lane. So for now, NIP getting the lanes that they wanted. Making sure that there is no tide against DK, no tide against Lycan. Era taking a gush to the back of the head and kicked with a dual breath, chasing Phoenix down. Fire of Spirits. Going to make sure that he'll survive a little bit longer. Now kicked, actually going to take a lot of clicks from Supreme, and that's a good amount of regen traded back by NIP.
Tidehunter with Gush level 1 is such a strong hero. It's -4 armor with 40% slow on each level. So right now they are harassing him a lot. Lycan on the mid lane against Nature's Prophet. Lycan gets solo XP, which means that Feral Impulse is going to come online much faster. You also have tower regeneration. And Necro Book will come online like 2 minutes faster. You get a lot of farm when you're playing solo lane Lycan, mid Lycan.
Era TP's bottom to try and make this tri-lane around DK. Seneko dying up top lane as they make the lane swaps. Supreme under his tower, being forced to attribute shift into strength. Still trying to last hit here, but look at the amount of damage he's taking. Waveforms off to the left, hiding in the trees. Tide and Jakiro still giving chase.
Oh, they have no mangoes, not a single mango on two of these heroes who rely so much on casting the spells, especially if they decide to go for Gush level 1.
Probably would have netted them a kill on Supreme if they'd actually had those items. Ring of Bassi now being built up by Tide as he's going straight into Vlans, it appears. Good pullback from the Jakiro as Tide under the tier 1 is going to lose like half of his HP. Not exactly sure what his plan was. Making sure that Jakiro's pull doesn't get contested, I guess, but that's going to burn through a lot of his regen. Charlie, 10 and 5, beating out Nature's Prophet by a little bit. As I am so sorry I'm missing kills, guys. Era's Phoenix, he's dead.
I thought you were going to blame me. Why are you not helping me, Lacoste?
Yeah, God damn it, Lacoste.
I forgot, I'm just watching it. I thought it's a common sense, you know, that we did that mistake in game number 1. You missed the first blood, and it's not going to happen again. But I guess I was wrong.
You're always wrong. Never try and estimate the power at which I can fuck things up, Lacoste. So lane's starting out pretty strong for Winstrike. Gyrocopter now continuing just to get up in the face of the DK. Supreme playing very far forward onto kicks.
Earlier.
He's going to try and take down the Jakiro and now switch to the Courier, get neither of them. There's a Splinter Blast on Tidehunter chipping away at them. There's no salve here for the Dire side, just tangos. So, going to have to regen up the long, slow way.
Check the courier's name. This one. Luka Vagnida. I think that it's similar to Croatian, so like the translation should be like sneaky bastard.
Sneaky bastard. What is that? Little pudge dog?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. What ugly little thing. Real ugly. Well, Nature's Prophet still not making any rotations. He's always able to, TP scroll back to base, then teleport into lane to pick up items, regen up. That's what he primarily will be using it for in that core position. For the first few minutes anyway. 30 seconds till bounty runes. And right now it looks like Winstrike should be able to grab both bottom. Tidehunter is still trying to play forward into that large camp. Oh, he wants to gush the tomato. Splinter Blast is there to steal the kill. Seneko, nicely done to grab it up and giving Supreme a bit more time to farm away in the wave. Both mid laners farming out their jungle camps as well. Something both Prophet and Lycan can do very easily with their summons.
I don't think you get the kill on Nature's Prophet when you hit level 6. It's tough. He can just TP out. If it was any other hero, he would have felt threatened. But then again, if you shapeshift from Fog, summon the Wolves and Necro units, you might actually have enough time to kill it before he TPs out.
We'll see what Charlie does. Now he has hit that level 6. Oh, Supreme top lane, waveforming away again. As down bottom, they've got the stuns in onto Saberlight. He turns with the Dragon Tail, 4 stacks of poison. But level 2 Dragon Blood and now a salve and a couple of stick charges will allow him to return to lane reasonably safe. Supreme also nearly got popped up in top lane. Double Wraith Band now into the stick for him. There's tangos from Seneko they can hand over. Try and keep that heal going. As Winter Wyvern being focused, but the raindrops and the one charges, they're here to save the Wyvern, and that Anchor Smash missing means Supreme yet again going to try and kill off the Jakiro, but he's juked himself around the trees. Another good dual breath there, but 2 hits Supreme, he needs one more. Where is it? Where's the vision?
Hero.
Give me the Jakiro! Oh, he can't kill him, he's being slowed down by the tide. Does he have any mana? No, he can't wait for him, and Jakiro just hiding away behind the tree line. I mean, Supreme will not get that kill.
It's so much slow. Like they have 3 abilities that can slow you down. Tidehunter getting a lot from this lane, I would say. More CS, then Morphling getting levels and rushing that Vlad that you mentioned. It's a must-have item on the hero. You tank up your whole team against the Lycan, and you're so tanky. Anchor Smash, like you apply Vlad's effect on it, so you'll be healing up a lot from the Lycan units.
You sure will. And look at this, Charlie. He's moved up top, trying to find, the Jakiro or someone hiding away in the jungle. He's got to come back and TP middle lane again. Use that Necro Book to farm up a little bit faster. Can't really push any objectives just yet. Seneko burning through all of his mana pool and maybe his HP pool as well now. It's Tide and Jakiro turn to fight the Wyvern. Seneko cold embrace. Anchor Smash doesn't do anything there. That's not gonna work, but they still do get the kill thanks to Nature's Prophet TPing in, forcing Supreme to waveform back. But now you've TP'd Prophet. He doesn't have mana to TP scroll. Well, he does now after the 1, but mid lane's open for Charlie. In fact, not just Charlie. Saberlight's here with Elder Dragon form. He's gonna shovel.
He's waiting. If someone shows up, Dragon form into stun. But this tower's already gone. He might continue. Someone shows up, it's a kill. Saberlight don't show up yet.
They saw the Jakiro with their Radiant Observer Ward as Phoenix dives on TSA down bottom. Shadow Demon might still get dived here. Fire Spirits not giving the Phoenix enough aggression.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So NIP with a free tier 1 mid lane shifting down south now. Aggressive Child Gyro. He's going to get walked into here by Saberlight with the Elder Dragon form, stun him up. Homing Missile does come out, but there's the Lycan. Try and get in front of the Gyrocopter, block his path away, and the crits slicing through Aggressive Child. Down he goes. And now the push in with the Necrobook back up means a tier 1 down in the bottom lane as well as that mid.
Winstrike, they got another glyph since your tier 1 on the mid has fallen. This also opens up the map. I talked about timing on Lycan's Necro this game. It's gonna be 2 minutes earlier than usual. He's getting so much. It's already level 2. Just needs 1,000 gold to finish off the level 3 one. Then good luck with setting up vision. You need to plant vision on the high ground when you were playing against Lycan.
You need to see where he's coming from, where he's farming, where he's going. And this, like you say, opens up the map, allows Supreme to get some really good solid time there. Gets himself closer to 3k net worth and pushing the tier 1. As Winstrike coming down bottom to try and grab an objective of their own. 5 heroes down in that Radiant jungle. But this gives Era time mid lane to try and crack level 6. Seneko taking that northern outpost.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Feels just much smoother from NIP.
Saberlight is just playing pure utility right now. Digging up bounties for his team with Trusty Shovel, moving from lane to lane, securing a tower kill, farming a lane when no one else can farm it.
NIP really now just looking for that level 6 on Seneko. Still level 4, but given that bottom lane, get himself some XP. And no contest here from Winstrike as they're trying to kind of mirror the movement from this NIP side. You know, they get the off-lane tower, they're trying to get into this mid lane now.
NIP just smoked under the ward.
Now coming up top, pinging that Prophet. Where are the Wolves? They are forward, they spot the treants being made, and they know exactly where Prophet is now. Dragon Knight and this Lycan, both ready to move in. And waiting for him to break up the staircase. Now he's in much more isolated position, exposed away from his tower. No TP reaction here. He pops his mech and now sprouts himself up, but he has been slain already. As the rest of Winstrike were kind of eyeing up an attempted move onto Seneko. They don't go for it.
Both supports from Winstrike. Only level 5. Well, Shadow Demon just bought a book for himself, so he's gonna be level 6. Soneko, no mana for Winter's Curse. Now he has
now off the wand.
The
Ice Path and that damage over time with the final click.
Radiant
CIS gets the
structures
pick.
are fortified.
There's still so much space here. Charlie and Saberlight still up at top lane with a catapult onto the tier 2, forcing the Tidehunter to rotate, put his body in the way. But like, while this is all happening, you're like, you lose the Winter Wyvern bottom lane. Who cares? You're pressuring tier 2, forcing Tide to rotate. Morphling is just back in the triangle, free farming to his heart's content.
No mask. That's interesting. Just rushing. Okay, he just bought it. Like, I was surprised. You need to get Morbid Mask on Morphling.
Especially when you're spending the majority of your time now in that jungle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gyrocopter. Double Wraithband treads into Diffusal Blade. Mana burn against DK and Morphling, pretty good, but we'll see how he fares exactly. And this was, the Thompson build against Bristleback. Does give you a nice bit of damage output.
You're still gonna be lacking a lot of farm if you don't have a farming item like Aghanim Scepter. It's an expensive one. No Maelstrom, no Mask of Madness, just straight into the Diffusal Blade. I'm not against the Diffusal Blade. I still feel like it's a very strong hero on Gyro. You're playing into Morphling, as you said, against Dragon Knight, even Wyvern. But yeah, I would still love to see one farming item on Gyro. The hero doesn't feel that strong when you're playing it from behind. But if you're staying like 2,000-3,000 ahead of everyone else, then it's a different kind of a hero.
Now, we still haven't seen a Ravage yet. Tidehunter has been holding on to that one for quite some time. Still waiting for the big group up from NIP, but that's just not happening right now. They're spreading the map very effectively. Charlie showing top, not really under any kill threat. Saberlight mid in that kind of more dangerous lane.
Dire's top tower is under
But
attack.
he is a very, very strong boy.
Dire's top
Maxing
tower
out Breathe
has
Fire
fallen.
here. So he's going to be farming reasonably quickly as well. Lycan smokes himself up. Wrapping around into mid. Who's he going to find? Jakiro pokes his head up the ramp for a second and kicked. He's just going to get run down here by the Lycan units. Ice Path connects on the summons, but not the hero itself. And the Macro Pirates are zoning one, but a good mech there from the Nature's Prophet. Maybe they ravage. They do, in fact, onto Charlie. Kicked is about to pop, but the Wolves, they're just standing their ground. They're AFKing. They don't get the kill immediately, but Saberlight is going to come in and clear up at least one, and now look for the second. Kraken Charlie had already popped, so a good Dragon Tail there from the DK.
You could see Charlie was surprised by that mech, which put himself in a bad spot. He almost died there. But in the
Dire's
end,
middle tower
NIP's
is under
lineup
attack.
just feels much stronger at the moment. You have this Nature's Prophet with full utility. Gyrocopter doesn't deal that much damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's a very greedy lineup from Winstrike, actually. You have Jakiro, who's going to be like your position 5, trying to push out the waves when no one else can. Shadow Demon stacking the jungle for either for himself or for someone else. And then you have Tidehunter. He also loves to spend time in jungle. Same goes for Nature's Prophet, who's out on the lanes pushing out waves. That's the question.
Yeah, he does get picked off. I was watching top lane where Supreme's having a lot of fun. Turned into Gyro, getting out Flat Cannon, Rocket Barrage, nearly killed the Gyro solo. It's so good to be able to turn into this Gyrocopter as Morphling. Flat Cannon hits are massive, as he's got 2,000 gold saved up towards the E-Blade now. 6,000 net worth after a really difficult laning stage. Supreme has just been given, total free space and time for the past 10 minutes to get that farm going.
They don't have a single good hero against the Morphling. No Spirit Vessel carrier. Nothing's gonna come online fast. Charlie gets another solo kill on the top lane.
And they're also going bottom lane. TSA, Shadow Demon, all out in the open, stunned up under the Sunray, and that's him gone. 2 supports blown up completely. And you look at
Of Ice and Fire. Like, if you have Phoenix, Winter Wyvern, and Naga Siren, that's Song of Ice and Fire combination.
Yeah, it sure is.
Or if you have me casting the game with just Wyvern and Phoenix, Resident Sleeper, then it's the same thing. But yeah, Dragon Knight will get level 12 pretty
Dire's
soon. He's
bottom
also
tower
keeping
is
Arcane
under
Ring
attack.
for himself. Decided to go for the other talent, Breathe
Dire's
Fire
structures
Reduction,
are
which I really like. 2 mana region is kind of dog shit at the moment. It doesn't do that much, but if you don't
Dire's
go for mana
bottom
region
tower
talent, you
has
usually want to
fallen.
have Soul Ring to have some kind of mana sustain.
Arcane Ring.
Also, yeah, Arcane Ring is helping you out, but at one point, you're gonna be dropping that item. You're just keeping it for now. You're a core, so you will have priority in choosing a tier 2 neutral item.
Tidehunter bullied out of the lane now. 4.6k net worth on him. He's 2,000 behind this position 3 DK, his counterpart in the game. And NIP, pretty heavy group up and commitment into the Dire Triangle as they force towards the tier 2 tower. Seneco's Winter Wyvern just going to be clearing out that top wave with Splinter Blasts. They don't necessarily need him in these fights. And Charlie's Lycan looking very strong right now as this is the play that NIP need to make. Push the Dire team to the right-hand side of the map, make them defend the tier 2's mid and bottom lane, and then, Dire are scanning Roshan. I was just about to get to that. This perfect opportunity for NIP to think about moving towards Roshan, getting some wards in the Dire jungle around that top outpost, controlling up that area.
Reminded them, maybe we should do Roche. Thanks for that, Winstrike. If they think we're doing it, we could probably do it. Well, maybe they're not the perfect example. We saw how they were doing Roche in the last game, but...
Oh, Van Breaks for Supreme. That's what we love to see. As Charlie just waiting inside the pit, and the smoke from Winstrike, it clips. Oh, they saw them. Aggressive Child spotted by Supreme's Morphling, and he's already waveformed away. There's no way you're catching Supreme here.
Haste.
Lycan hasted up. They're coming to match this one, looking to really meet the battle in the mid lane around their own tier 1.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TP in from NIP, bringing the Lycan and the Dragon Knight forward, stunning the Gyro. Aggressive Child turns with a nice Ravage and a cooldown, landing on NFP's heads, but they've still got Supernova, Winter's Curse, all the ultis available, and they've killed off the Gyro already. Morphling just stands inside the fire, doesn't give a damn, as Lycan shifting forward, finding pickoff after pickoff. Nature's Prophet stunned up so he can't TP, and now Tidehunter left all alone as the Shadow Demon clumsy netted. Lycan gonna find yet another one, gets the triple, and Lycan body blocked by Treants. Where are these come from? Supreme, have you turned into Nature's Prophet, you cheeky little bastard? A team white here as Winstrike cleared out. Don't even get the tier 1. And NIP 12-5 starting to really cruise towards victory.
You can go for tier
Dire's
2
middle tower is
right
under
now in the
attack.
mid lane. You know there's no Ravage, so after the tier 2 tower on mid, you can easily just go into Roche Pit. They can't contest you, there's no cooldown.
Dire's middle
Full
tower
E-Blade finished
has
on
fallen.
Morphling. Now supports are just gonna melt. Shadow Demon, yeah, I'm looking at you. You have Bullseye on your head.
Where's that Roshan? Oh, it goes down so quickly. Charlie doesn't even have any of his summons out and is going down this fast.
Dragon Knight and Morphling should swap the neutral items. Vambrace against Ring of Aquila. Morphling needs mana sustain, and it's much better on him.
Roshan
Like Dragon Knight
has
doesn't get
fallen
that
into the
much
radiant.
from 9.
Hero. He came out to try and contest Roshan with the rest of his team. They're just going to get picked off one by one. Aggressive Child E-bladed down to about 10% of his HP, and now the Sunray. Phoenix.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well, that
is under
super long
attack.
range is a Centaur Stomp connecting on TSA. Shadow Demon's gone. I wouldn't be surprised to see the G's come in.
You just stole my line, Gary. Tidehunter will try to cut the waves on the mid lane. I don't think
Dire's
it's
top
gonna be
tower
super
is under
effective
attack.
since there's
Dire's
full lane
structures
approaching
are
on top.
fortified.
Look at this attack speed when he pops the drums.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
save his summons from that multi-shot
Dire's
as well.
top tower is under attack.
Saberlight blinks forward. It's just a macro player from the Jakiro. Not going to stop the push coming in and completing on that tier 3. And now the melee barracks open.
Dire's top barracks are
There's
under
Lycan
attack.
getting earned. Sunraid healing back up towards full. E-Blade strike on to the Jakiro. Down he goes. Does have buyback as the rest of Winstrike coming in to try and hold back NIP. But your melee racks having already fallen. A Ravage ready for Tidehunter, but I don't think this is a fight you want to take. A nice little Orchid stance onto the Phoenix as he dives forward aggressively. Did have Supernova, but they're still going to disrupt up the DK. Find the catch on Saberlight, and he's going to fall.
Oh, he even... Okay, he did not. I was thinking that he popped Dragon Knight form. It was just a sound when he was getting out of disruption. They have nothing to stop the TP with. 12,000 gold lead for NIP. There's still Aegis on Morphling. Like, they might have gotten 2 kills from that. But once Morphling joins a fight, it just feels not balanced. Full AC now, also completed on Lycan. You can't kill this Morphling. You don't have any kind of burst damage. You need to catch him by surprise somehow. Twice. I don't think that's doable.
He is invincible. And he's even just going to wait for... Oh, man. Self-disruption. Ice Path from Jakiro. Trying to hold back this Morphling as they silence him with the Orchid. A little bit of a stun there as the Cold Embrace is going to try and heal Supreme. And maybe get the wand off, but the Aegis popped now. Morphling helped out by the Wyvern with a nice Winter's Curse. Gyrocopter in an awful spot as the Adaptive Strike takes down Jakiro. A triple kill for Supreme. Where's the Ultra? Charlie steals it. He is godlike, and the chase is on. The double damage Lycan. Howling and running forward. Tidehunter.
No.
You can't ravage this.
Dire's bottom
Not
tower
without
is
mana.
under
Yes,
attack.
he can. That's a GG straight out.
Well. Ultra kill for Supreme. No rampage as Charlie did steal one of those kills in the middle of the fight. But there's the GG's. A 2-0 victory very, very swiftly dealt out by NIP against Winstrike.
Yeah, it's just